We already got a like on the YouTube. Thank you. If you have money, why do you drive a car and dress and live like he poor? Let's live like you're poor, not he poor. It's like you're talking to the audience, but you're talking to me at the same time. So who are you really talking to? Are you really trying to ask me a question? But yes, if you have money, why do you drive broken car? I don't have money. I'm broke. Next. Thanks again for the Patreon video. You're welcome, Walt. I know I don't put enough time into these things sometimes because I've got stuff to do, but the Patreon members I have to keep remembering are really the most important members with the channel, you know, because these guys are willing to pay and go above and beyond to support me. So I know that's one of my issues is a lack of new Patreon videos, you know. Yeah, I'm trying to work on my issues, you know. Trying to work on all my issues. The main issue is that my biceps are too small. Go figure, you know. But yeah, the other issue is that the Patreon members, so yeah, I'm gonna try to do better. Yeah, I know you guys are the most important people with the channel, obviously. But thank you. Shit, dude. Yeah, I don't even have much to say today, other than we got a big boost in the cannabis stocks. Gold is hovering just over 5,000. It's giving us a hard time, isn't it? We're just ready for that breakout, but you gotta be patient, okay? It's probably gonna happen soon, you know. And if it doesn't happen, then it's gonna be bad, you know. It's gonna be another pullback, which we all hope doesn't happen. But so yeah, I'm just trying to get a few new subscribers tonight. The live today did not go well, but now we just boosted up to 19 watchers. But earlier the live did not go well. We did not have very many viewers at all. But some days are good and some are bad. Some people have a whole bad year, their entire year on their business. They're a money-losing company, you know. At least on YouTube, I'm growing. Okay. Hey, there's Kobe from KC Trades. Check out that guy's channel. That guy, he's going to be a millionaire. I guarantee it. With his stock wisdom. And we've talked. Me and Kobe have exchanged stock knowledge and stuff. We do that occasionally. That's what you got to do. You got to meet up with your friends, talk about opportunities, talk about stocks. I didn't get the card yet, Kobe. It's coming in the mail. But I did get another card. I'll show you the other card I got. But yeah, the Pieces of the Past card, that's coming. But I had to pay too much for it. I'll admit, I paid like $125 for the Pieces of the Past. But I bought this for like 15. It's a Sneasel. $15. Really happy I got this one because it's sealed and it's a first edition. And I actually used to play with this card. Probably back in like 2002 or something like that. I used to have a deck with Sneasels in it. Sneasel is a very good card. Well, it's not really super good, but it's cheap and it'll do a lot of damage once you get your 5 Pokemon on your bench. Because you flip a coin for every Pokemon on the bench. So that means you flip 6 coins. Every heads, it does 20 damage, okay? Usually I say, you know, you don't want to have cards like this in your deck because you don't know how many heads you're going to get. I like to have a Pokemon where you know how much damage you're going to do, okay? But I don't know how much it's going to do, but my opponent also doesn't know how much it's going to do, okay? So it can confuse both players a little bit and really shake things up. You never know how many heads you're going to flip, okay? So Sneasel, good card. I used to run 4 of these. 4 of these and 4 Dark Energies. And then, like I said, the one day I sold them all for $2 a piece. It's like 2, 4, 6, 8. I sold them all for $16. That was stupid. But I bought a first edition Lugia that went up to like $1,000. But I sold it before it was really worth anything. So that's the mistakes that I've made in my Pokemon collecting journey, you know. I got rid of all my cards way too soon. So we got an actual super chat here. I gotta address this guy. Gotta wear top hats, drink tea, trade stocks. I don't know about a top hat. But tea is good for you, and trading stocks is good for you if you buy the right stocks. So yes. But yeah, I don't really have too much to say except for, yeah, cannabis, it looks like it was doing good today, but we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay. And the gold stocks are very strong. First Majestic Silver is doing good. McEwen Mining is doing good. Barrick Gold coming back up close to $50. Okay. Petro Brazil. This is my favorite stock. Kobe, I hope you own this one for the long-term holdings. Okay. I know you're after those quick gains, but I think some stocks, we have to have a multifaceted approach to become rich. You have to have some stocks that are going to allow you to get rich slow and some that are going to allow you to get rich fast. Okay? The get rich slow is your guarantee. You will become rich. But to get rich quick, it's possible to lose money. Okay? So that's why that your portfolio has to be strong. You got to have stocks like Petro Brazil, because that means that you're guaranteed going to be making money for as long as you hold the stock. Now, right now, Petro Brazil is 15.76. I think it's going to 120 or even more than 120. And I think that Petro Brazil is going to have some of the highest dividends in the entire industry. So this is the time to get in when oil's still cheap. It's only about 65 bucks a barrel. So this is when millionaires are made, is when people are panicking and afraid. And you got to be the one that says, no, I'm going to double down on my convictions. I'm going to double down on my investments. Okay? That's what you got to do. Gold and silver go up before wartime. Exactly right. He just hit on a very key aspect of these markets. The precious metals moving up is telling us that the banks know war is coming. That's why they're buying so much gold. The banks are preparing. The insiders are preparing, and it's pushing up the price of gold because I think the insiders know. The insiders have the big money. They control the banks. They're buying the gold. Okay? There's 13 families in the world. They control the banks. They decide how much gold the banks are going to buy. The 13 families. Okay? The whole world is run by 13 families. Isn't that crazy? It's not run by we the people. It's run by the elites. And once you accept that, then you can see through some of the manipulation and you can learn to move with it. Okay? You have to accept that the markets are manipulated. Especially silver. Silver is very manipulated. And with silver, right before you think it's about to break out, that's when they dump the paper, they crash the paper markets. They flood the market with paper silver. And they have had to pay fines of over $900 million. But they don't care. Because why? They just made billions, you know? So these banks don't care about breaking the rules because they have the money that they don't care. The banks have that FU money. They say, yeah, we're above the law. That's what the banks are. They're above the law. And these elites are above the law. So if you have 100K, why don't people just invest in Bitcoin when it's slightly down and make easy $400? $400? Well, yeah, people could invest in Bitcoin because it's down, but there's other stuff that's down more. Okay? So I think these other cryptos are overshadowing Bitcoin. Bitcoin is one of the worst cryptos. It's only valuable because it's being pumped up for so many years. It'll probably continue to be pumped up. But the real gains are going to be on ICP, Shiba Inu, Pepe, Bonk, Ronin, Origin Token, Chainlink, okay, AVAX, Stellar Lumens, Cardano. There's so many better places, better cryptocurrencies than Bitcoin, okay? VeChain. So many better ones. So it's like, why would you keep pumping up Bitcoin when it's going to give you the least gains? You know, people are just obsessed. They're obsessed with Bitcoin. And you got to get over it. You got to get over it. It says, nice chain. Thank you, bro. Yes. It is 14 karat gold on the pendant, 10 karat gold on the chain. Value scrap is around 9,500. Retail, probably 20,000, somewhere around there. But you can't really sell it for retail unless you have a shop. I'm riding the crypto wave into early retirement at Wendy's. Yes, you're going to be a Wendy's millionaire. I'm going to be a Burger King millionaire. So this guy is he works at Wendy's and he buys crypto. Good for you, bro. This guy, even though he doesn't have a good job and make a lot of money, he finds the money to buy crypto. Okay, guys? I don't care if you have to sell your washing machine. These crypto prices are so good that they cannot be ignored. I could show you the charts. I've pulled up the charts before. Okay? I pulled up the charts on Origin Token, Ronin, all these ones. Okay? And I don't need to pull them up. I don't need to keep on showing you that it's on sale. You already know. So we see evidence that people are panicking. It's in the Fear and Greed Index. The Fear and Greed Index is at about a 12. That's a buy signal. Okay? When you see fear in the markets, that should be your trigger to buy. So, what are you eating? I'm eating eggs and corn and broccoli. Eggs, corn, and broccoli. The corn is for the carbs. Broccoli is for the healthy nutrients and whatnot. And the eggs are for the protein. All right? The eggs go right here. That's right. He says, where did I get this chain? I bought it. I bought it at a store. It's called Coliseum Jewelry. Okay? It's in the mall. Coliseum Jewelry. So a lot of good quality jewelry, a lot of good prices, you know. Is that a gold chain? Yes, it's real gold. Yeah, it's 10 karat, and then this is 14. Yeah, it's real gold. I don't wear fake gold, you know. If somebody gave me like a silver chain that was gold plated, I would wear that, but I wouldn't buy one, you know. Or I would wear a copper chain too. Copper is very good, especially if you put copper on your wrist, because it can help with inflammation, arthritis. So yeah, it's definitely good to wear gold, silver, and copper especially, okay? Antimicrobial, antibacterial. So you want to wear your metals. You just don't want to wear lead. That's going to kill you. Basement, paper plates, plastic forks, 20K chain. It could be lying. This could be fake. Okay? The guy says F Burger King. No. Don't say that, okay? This is where I work, that they pay my bills, okay? Pull up your account. Show charts. Just look at ICP. Look up the ICP chart. You can see it's near a generational low. This is clearly the time to buy. You know, look at the chart yourself. Pull up a chart for ICP, okay? You'll see that there's potential there. Crypto is shit, he says. Whopper Wednesday, $5 Whopper, small fries, and a drink. Oh, that's a good deal. Thank you. Oh, Burger King's awesome. Mall Gold, the eggs go to his arms. Good price, buy now. Is gold or silver at a good price to buy now? Gold is $4,995, so we're back under $5,000. We're under like that. So I'm getting pissed, dude. I want to just go above 5,000 and I just want to stay there. All right. Is that the Coliseum Jewelry in the Cheektowaga, New York? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know about that place. Yeah, they got a lot of good stuff. Why are you eating on paper plates? Because I don't like to wash dishes, you know. It's very time consuming, you know. It's almost like a hobby to freaking wash dishes all day. It's very annoying. So I do the paper. I hope, you know, one day I'll get a good wife and she'll be able to wash dishes. But for now, paper plates. You know, that's what a lot of single guys do, is they do paper plates. Just because, you know, they're hustlers. I work all day. I don't have time to do dishes. So I pull out the paper plates. This guy, he went to Christian Leadership University. Christian Leadership University. I've never heard of that. It's CLU. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, that's good for you, man, that you actually are pursuing biblical studies and becoming a Christian leader. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that people like you are here. Because a lot of the people that watch my channel, these people are actually godless. They don't even believe in God. Okay? They just hang on my every word so that they hear what stock I say next. But they totally ignore that I believe in God and all that. So it's good that we got a believer here. We got a believer. Yes. Sold the plates to put down payment on the chain. Yeah, guys, I had to sell all my real silverware and all my plates for the down payment on this, you know. Yeah. No, I didn't buy it at Coliseum Jewelry. I don't tell people where I buy it, where I buy my gold. Okay? So that's why I made that up. I don't tell you where I buy it. But when I bought it, I got a very good deal. Okay? But just assume that I go to a jewelry shop. But yeah, if you go to a jewelry shop, you're able to buy gold with a down payment, which is crazy. You should never do that. I pay cash for my gold. I pay cash for my silver. Never do freaking down payments on your gold. What if you make a big down payment on a gold chain and then gold drops? You're not gonna want to pay off the rest of that loan. Okay? I knew a guy that did this. He bought a gold chain. He got a loan on it, and you got to pay interest. And these people are suckers that buy chains and they're suckers. Okay? A lot of people don't know how to buy gold. They just know that they want it and they want to look cool. So they pay whatever the store wants. You're just like, oh, okay. 3 times scrap, 3 times melt. Okay, great. You know, no. I would never pay more than melt. And I try to pay under melt. I try to pay, 90, 92% of melt. What does your pendant say? It doesn't say anything. It just says 14K right down there in the back. And then it's got the diamonds. It doesn't say anything. It just says 14K. It'd be cool if it could say something like my name on it or something, or, whatever. But no. Will you spin the block? Raise up. Some of the messages were just blocked. I don't know why. By the way, did you know it takes 400 ounces of silver to make a single Tomahawk missile? Well, yes, that comes from Andy Schechtman. That's what he has been saying that for years. And other people have said that there's not that much silver in a Tomahawk missile. So how do you know? Because the military is keeping it a secret. But supposedly Andy Schechtman found out from some kind of source knowledge that they use 400 ounces or 500 ounces of silver. Now, I don't know. I don't know what the truth is, but I do believe silver is heavily used in the military-industrial complex. Heavily used. So I do believe that there is silver in missiles, and it's in a lot of military equipment. Okay? But I don't think we have actual proof that there's 400 ounces in a Tomahawk missile, but that is what seems to be the consensus of the experts. Okay? That's what the experts say, so. You hear me, boy? No, I don't hear you. Oh, he says, how much are you down on crypto? Give a super chat and I'll tell you. LMAO, do you actually know what you're talking about? Yes. What are your best tips for a 13-year-old to make big money? Get into the markets as fast as possible, okay? So only being 13, you don't have a lot of options for investing. And you might not have any money either. Does a 13-year-old have any money? I would say you got to talk to your mom and dad about having them start a stock account for you, okay? So say, hey, mommy, you're a 13-year-old kid. I don't know how your voice sounds, but say, hey, Mom, I really want to get stocks. Help me set up a stock account with Charles Schwab or E-Trade or Fidelity or whatever the hell you want to do. See if your parents can help you. Call the company, Charles Schwab or E-Trade. Call them on the phone and see if they can start an account for you and they can start investing for you. And then I think you have to be 18. Then once you're 18 years old, they can put the account in your name. All right. So that's what you got to do is you got to get into the markets, bro. And ask your parents if they can get you some silver for Christmas or your birthdays or whatever. So like I said, you're a 13-year-old. I don't know how much money you have, but I think you should start to buy silver and tell your parents that you want help to get a stock trading account. Okay? And you can even set up like a fake account so you can trade with fake stocks and fake money. So you got to get some practice, bro. What I would tell you to do is hit that subscribe button. You got to start watching more of my videos. You got to start reading books about finance. Okay? And talk to your parents about the stocks. Because you can't start a stock account by yourself. You can't. They will not allow you to do that. So, when are you going to give me a wrench? The last show you said you're going to give me a wrench. I don't know what that even means, bro. I remember you were talking about that. I don't know what you're talking about. Prepare for med school or trade school. You only need silver for electric circuits. There's no way that there's 400 grains of silver computer circuits in there. Well, the thing is, he's still saying it. He still says it. And there's thousands of people that watch him, and they could call him out, but they don't. I don't know. Who knows? I don't care how much silver is in a Tomahawk missile in all reality, but there's probably some. But what matters is that we are in a silver deficit. That means we don't have enough silver. That means that the world is consuming more silver than it is producing. So that tells you that something's got to give. It's got to make the silver price go higher. So I'm looking at, $100 silver, 120. We already hit 120, but once we hit 120 silver and we make a new high, then I think we go to 185, 190, 200. Okay? We could even shoot up to 500. You guys eating tacos tonight too? To be a moderator. Frank? Lots of haters in here who don't know they're roasting a legitimate Bitcoin and weightlifting goat. Yeah. Thank you. We get some good comments mixed in with the haters. That's what makes it all worth it. Dad, is that you? Please come home. Mom misses you. Grandma fell and Grandpa won't stop drinking. I told him he's got to give up the drinking. Tell him I'm on my way, all right? Tell him I'm coming home, and he better shape up. Silver wire. Yeah. There's a lot of silver wires. As a matter of fact, a lot of data storage companies and crypto miners, they are using silver wires. They're connecting all of their circuits, they're connecting all of their graphics cards, all their GPUs, all their equipment with silver wires. Because the silver is way faster than copper. And these guys are all about efficiency, making money, conserving power rather than wasting it. So that's why silver is so big right now, is because the world needs to become more efficient. Electric cars need to become more efficient. So silver's going up. You get a lot of silver inside of an electric car. Okay? And the future of silver is going to be wonderful. So it says, F you, Zach. Your mom's a scammer, tucking your time with that food. John, how do you keep your pimp hand so strong? I do wrist curls like this. Wrist curls. They do the forearm, they do the hand, they make it much stronger. That's how you keep the pimp hand strong. Okay? Silver deficit makes sense, though. Even plumbers use it for soldering. Plumbers use silver? I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Yeah, but they probably use it when they connect freaking hot water heaters or whatever, bro. Yeah, who knows? How many calories on your take down? Guys, if you want to ask a weird question, give a super chat, okay? Otherwise, I'm not going to. He says, I look weak. Do I look weak? Okay, fine. If I look weak, then you probably look weaker. That's why you're talking shit. My right hand wrist is something you should consider getting a hair transplant. Yeah, who's going to pay for it? You? What do you think of streamers like Aiden Ross and Ice Wallow Comb? I don't know who Ice Wallow Comb is, but Aiden Ross, I think I've seen him before, but I really don't think anything of him. I like Clavicular, though. Clav is doing good. He's coming out against Pierce Morgan. So, yeah. Very happy, very excited about Clavicular, that he is, seems like he's really talking about some important issues. Okay? For sure. So, what's the easiest way to test something to see if it's silver or not? Well, the easiest way is to get you have to get a kit. Got to get an actual kit. It's a obsidian stone, and you scratch the silver on it, and then you have to put on the droplets on it, and you drop it on it, and you see if it eats it away or not, and you see if it turns like a reddish color. You see, and based on what the chemical reaction is, you know if it's real silver. So you got to get a kit. You can just buy them on eBay. Just type in silver testing kit, and that's how you tell. Okay. You can also tell by if you have a coin, you can weigh it. It should be 31.1 grams. You can also do the ping test. Ding! If it makes a nice noise, bing, then it's most likely real. Okay? But a lot of the silver bars have like tungsten or lead inside of them, and I would just say stay away from 100-ounce bars because they're more likely to be faked. So, what's the easiest way to get something to see if it's silver or not? Easiest way to, yeah, you got to buy a test kit. You could probably pick one up for 20 bucks. Get a kit, all right? Open your, wow. What supplements can you take for hair loss? We need to get some moderators in here, guys. We got to get some moderators. Thanks for the roses on TikTok. Much appreciated. Should you buzz your head? I've got a good shape for it, bro. If you guys donate $50 to the stream, right now I'll shave the head completely bald. That's my offer. That's my offer. If you want me to go bald, pay up or quit talking. Okay? If you give me the $50, I'll shave the head right there, right in front of that mirror. If you can't pay up, don't be making hateful comments. All right? You didn't gotta shave, bruh. You're going bald anyway. I like your hair, no homo. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I got good hair. I got a good head of hair, guys. Come on. I ain't gonna run away from you, so slow down on that. He says the food's not gonna run away from me. I had a little pain right here. I was like, shit, is that my appendix? It's starting to go down now, but I think it was actually from planks. I was doing the planks, and I think I tore something, a little bit of cartilage or something in here. I think that's what it was. So it's probably going to take a couple more days to heal, but planks, dude, if you do a plank and you go all out as long as you can, yeah, you can get an injury somewhere in here. So planks can be dangerous, you know. Keep it up, bruh. Thank you. I'm going to try. The food is not running away, but your hairline is. Oh, yeah. Guys, I used to have some nice hair. You know? But it's all right. Now I got some nice muscles, so. And I got some nice money. So, guys. Yeah. When you're losing your hair, you got to get rich, you know? You got to make up for it. Just like the guys that have a small dick. to get a big truck. You know, it makes sense. So if you're losing hair, get rich. The more hair you lose, the richer you got to get, and the more you got to focus on your wealth. All right? Boof a Red Bull. Most of us lose hair. Yeah, most of us do. Who cares? At the gym, 2 guys were doing it in the stall. I didn't know what to do. I don't know what to do either. If you see 2 guys doing it in the stall, I'd be like, bro, that's messed up. Get a room. You know, say something. You got to break them up. Tell the people that work there, say, you know, come with me. I'll show you who they are. And then say those guys were doing it in the bathroom, and they'll kick them out. You can't be doing that in the bathroom at the gym, because it's a public place. Okay, so your jokes, brother. I like your stuff. Thanks, Javier. Josh Veyer. I don't know what I should do. Don't do anything. Don't worry about those people. Okay, don't worry about the 2 guys that were doing it in the bathroom. Just focus on your own muscle gains. Focus on your gains, okay? Don't let it mix you up. You know, you've seen a lot of crazy stuff in your life, dude. You can't let it mix you up too much. You got to stay focused. You're losing. We're losing you. I can tell. We're losing you. Here's what I learned. You throw one 19-year-old... don't be a crybaby. You want mods because somebody is pointing out your hair loss. 2026 is terrible. Yeah, it's a terrible year, yes. This is one of the worst years that we have ever had, you know, because we're finding out all this bad stuff and nobody cares. Nobody's even doing anything. Nobody's getting arrested. Now the elites know they got us. They've dumbed us down sufficiently so that now they can do anything that they want and we will not rebel. They got us. That's where we are in 2026. They got us. It's bad. This is very bad what's happening. I don't even know how bad 2027 is going to be. I don't even want to know. Next year is probably going to be way worse. Okay? Got to report it because they're going to make stalls dirty and possible. Yeah, you got to report that to the owner of the gym, okay? Pronouncing my name properly. Javier. And then I said Josh Veyer. It looks like his name is Jash Veer. Hello, Jash Veer. I'm going to piss him off now. All that states could be causing your hair loss. All that stress. Yeah, stress causes hair loss, yeah. I have a lot of stress in my own life because a lot of the bad things that have happened. And mainly the stress is from trying to work multiple jobs. That's mainly what it is now. Other things that happened in my past I kind of got over. But now my stress is just from doing YouTube all day, doing TikTok, working all day. But I like it. I like it. So I can operate at a high level of stress. I can keep on pushing through. That's what you guys got to do. You think Elon Musk is ever stressed out? Yeah. Okay. Did he become a millionaire? Yeah. Was he under stress the whole time he was probably getting rich? Yes. Stress can be good. You got to learn how to live with it, okay? And let it make you stronger. You got to let it make you stronger, because if you push through and you're successful, then your stress is gonna go away. Once you win in life, you're not gonna have that much stress, because you won't have to deal with any money problems or anything. He says rosemary's good. Okay. I'm not pissed off, bruh. We got a new member, Javier. He must be French. I think that's a French name. He's a Frenchman. I was trolling you for a bit. I was judging you, bruh. You are cool. Yeah, you know, you're going to judge me. I'm going to judge everyone. Everyone else is going to judge everyone else. That's just how it is. But the Lord is the final judge. But yes, you should judge people to decide if you should be around them. I judge that person as a fool. I do not want to be around you, you know? Yeah, you got to judge people. And don't allow people in your life that you deem to be unacceptable. People that don't care about getting rich, don't care about starting a business. You got to surround yourself with people that want to become rich. Your income, supposedly this is true, okay? Grant Cardone said this. Grant Cardone. Your income is the average of your 5 closest friends. 5. So, what if all your friends are poor? You're probably going to be poor too. What if all your friends are rich? You're probably going to be rich too. What if you have no friends? You have nothing to compare to. You can become as rich as you want. Okay? Sometimes going alone can be the most powerful thing you can do. Okay? If you've got no one in your group that's going to hold you back, it's just you. All right? But you got me too. I'm in your group too. I'm in your clan. All right? I got your back, guys. So, why not use ceramic plate? I cook on ceramic. Ceramic is good. It's healthy. I cook with it. I cook with ceramic and stainless steel. He said he paid $10,000. It's not French, bruh. My apologies for coming out like an asshole. I don't know where this man's from, but I'm thankful that he's here. Any biohacking peptides, nootropics, or supplements? That's a good question, you know. Biohacking, you know. Yeah, I'm into that stuff. I would study Dave Asprey and some of his beliefs for years, and different people working at different biotech companies and all that. And I have tried different things, nootropics. I've tried. Well, I haven't tried any of the ricetams, the Noopept, the oxyricetam, primericetam. I haven't tried any of those, but supposedly those are some of the most powerful ones. I've tried Phenibut. I've tried all kinds of different things, yes, for nootropics and supplements. I take creatine. I take wheatgrass juice. I take barley grass, oat grass. I take calcium, vitamin D, stuff like that. I just take the basics. I pretty much just take the basics right now. Because you know, all my extra money goes into the stocks and the silver, so I don't really buy too many supplements. I spend about $150 a month on supplements, maybe 200. Yes. What investment is the best for fast growth? I would say take a look at silver or cannabis stocks or gold stocks or oil stocks. I mean, I'm personally into the commodities for growth. My stock portfolio has went up over 300% in the last year. So I'm like the king of stocks. All right, guys. How many days do you work out in a week? No, Phenibut does not mean butt stuff. Phenibut is it's a biohacking supplement that you can take to influence your brain to lower anxiety. Okay, so it's a nootropic supplement. I have taken nootropics. I want to try Noopept. That's supposed to be the strongest, but I never tried it yet. And I want to try that stuff that RFK was putting on his tongue. The blue, what's it called? The blue stuff. I forget what it's called. Methylene blue, there it is. Methylene blue. That's what I want. Creatine and caffeine. Normal vitamins and creatine and caffeine. Yeah, creatine is good. Caffeine can be good too if you don't overuse it. Definitely too much caffeine is probably not the best thing. I took some of the Internet Computer Protocol, but it's not working for me. I took some of it. Where'd you take it to? Your house? I hold ICP. That's no secret. I believe in it. Right now it's $2.11. So it's looking bad. It's very low. It's very cheap. But to me, when it's looking bad, it's actually good. You got to become a contrarian, okay? I was buying gold stocks 3 years ago when nobody wanted gold. That's why I'm making money, because I bought what nobody wanted, okay? Well, the banks wanted it, but retail didn't, okay? So you got to learn to buy. You got to learn that when retail is thinking that something is really bad, it's actually good. Okay. It's all opposite. What do you do any trading on a day? Do you do any trading on a day-to-day basis? No, I just do swing trading. So sometimes I'll buy stock every day, or I'll sell stock every day. But there's also days where I do nothing. Okay, like today I did nothing. I didn't do anything for stocks. I didn't buy any crypto. I didn't do anything. Nothing. Tomorrow I'm going to buy crypto and probably buy some stocks next week. Probably add more Petro Brazil. I'm probably going to buy AGQ. And I was thinking about buying some cannabis stocks too. Specifically Tilray, Sundial, Grow Generation, and I was going to buy MSOX. So I'm going to be buying some stuff over the coming weeks and months, loading up my portfolio to prepare to become rich. This is what investing is. It's just preparing to get rich. You got to prepare the right way by buying the right stocks. So, Phenibut's not bad. It helps a bit with anxiety. Yes, I found Kratom to be better, but you really have to practice moderation with it since take breaks, otherwise suffer addiction. Yeah, with Kratom, I first researched Kratom like 15, 20 years ago. And it's like an opiate. It's like a mild opiate that's legal. And I have tried it, but it didn't do anything for me. So it's something with the chemical receptors in my brain, or the fact that I used to be a drug addict, that it has no effect on me. So yeah, it doesn't work for me. And Phenibut didn't really do that much for me either, to be honest, but it's just a nootropic that I've tried. Could you help me, bruh? I want to make money as well. Javier says he wants to make money. Good. He says, what the hell is cannabis stocks? It's weed. It's weed stocks. But right now, I currently don't really hold any weed stocks. None. So that's why I'm thinking about, I think this looks like it might be a good time to get in. Because if we get a melt-up scenario predicted by David Hunter, then the cannabis stocks will take part in some of the gains, I believe, over the next 6 months or so, or a year. Thymine. But one of my favorite cannabis stocks is called Tilray Brands. These guys make cannabis-infused alcohol. Now, I don't drink alcohol. I quit. I quit about 2.5 years ago after my last breakup. And I've not drank anything since except for one Mike's Hard Lemonade. And that was I relapsed. And I had to drink a Mike's Hard Lemonade because I wanted to relapse that day. But after that, I haven't had any beer in over a year. I think the relapse was like a year ago. And I was like, this ain't even good, you know? It ain't even worth it to drink. It's the stupidest thing you could ever do. He says he relates. But yeah, if you want to make money, you gotta get. Yeah, so if you want to make money in the markets, you have to look at what do you want to be in. You want to be in crypto? You want to be in stocks? And if you want to be in stocks, what kind of stocks? Okay? So you got the crypto, you got the stocks, and you got the precious metals. Okay? You can also get a Roth IRA, which I highly recommend, but that's just the same as stocks. It's just a different way to invest. A Roth IRA means that you're investing money after you already paid the taxes. So that means that if you keep on building your Roth IRA, when you're 59 years old, you don't have to pay any taxes on it because you already paid. So any stock appreciation, any dividends, you don't have to pay any taxes. Okay, Javier? So if I were you, I would get a Roth IRA. I would start to buy a little bit of physical silver. And then I would also get a brokerage account. And I would also get a crypto account. So that's 4 accounts. That's a lot, right? It seems like it's a lot to do. We'll do just do one at a time. Okay? Start off with crypto. Start off with your crypto account. It's called Coinbase. Okay? Start off with that. Put $100 in it. That's all you need. You don't need to put a ton of money in just to get started. Put $100 in. Then start a Roth IRA. Put $100 in it. Okay? And the key to becoming rich is you got to set up automatic transfers. Okay? So every week, I automatically transfer money into my Roth IRA. So that means it's growing every single, and it's been going up a lot. It's already in the multiple thousands of dollars. It's not, I'm not going to tell you how much is in there because that's not good to do. You don't want to say how much is in your account, but it's in the thousands now. And it seems like I just started my Roth and now I've already got into the thousands, you know? So it doesn't take a long time to build wealth. And now the stocks that I bought for my Roth IRA, they're actually going up now. So I'm making really good money. And the stocks in my brokerage account are going up too. My crypto is going down though. But you just got to stay strong on the crypto. John has muscles, Kip no muscle. Yeah, I got muscle and you don't got nothing, bro. If I want to be your mom, you look like Kip from... Yeah, Kip is weak, bro. Look at this. Gotta love a dude in the middle class income house talking about how to get rich. Yeah. Yeah, guys, I'm poor, but I'm going to get rich. This is my journey, okay? And I'm laying it out. I told you what I do. I got a brokerage account, I got precious metals, I got a Roth IRA, and I got a crypto account. So I got 4 accounts that I manage that are growing. Well, the crypto is not really growing, but my other accounts are all doing very well. So that's what it is. You got to have a multifaceted approach to becoming rich. All right? You can even become more advanced, and then you can look into stock options. But I don't really advise new people getting into options, okay? Because you're going to buy the wrong shit, guaranteed. If you're new, you're not trained, you're going to buy the wrong options, pretty much. You're going to get the wrong expiration date, you're going to buy the wrong strike price, whatever. So, how are you doing, Picklehead? Okay, you look like Uncle Rico. Javier, I look like you... What are gas fees like on a Coinbase? I use Robinhood's good software, easy to use. Bad gas fees. I think the gas model, they have a gas fee, they have like ICP has a reverse gas model. That means that the creators, in order to host their dApps and their whatever they're doing, in order to host on the blockchain, they actually have to pay crypto to have their information out there, to have their website posted on the blockchain or whatever, to have their apps. So that's like a gas model, means that you have to burn crypto in order to sustain whatever it is you're doing on that blockchain, I guess. You know, I'm not an expert. I don't actually build on blockchains. I'm just an investor. Okay. I don't use AI to build things or anything like that. No. When do you think you'll become rich? Well, first of all, what is rich? You know, what is rich? How much money do you have to be rich? It's all about perspective. If you have $100 and you're in Africa, you're rich. But if you have 100,000 in America, you're poor. You know, that's not even enough to buy a house. Okay. So what is rich? I would say for me, $1 million would be rich, because if I had $1 million, then I could live off that for the rest of my life, and then I could turn that million into 10 million pretty freaking quick. All right. And you know I would do that because I already did that. I already started with an account that was very small, and I made it become very large in a fairly short amount of time. Okay. You give me $1 million, I'll turn it into $10 million in probably a few years. The only problem is the banks can do that as well, so they don't need me. You know, I'm on my own here. You have a lot of happiness in your life, and you're smart. Thank you, bro. Yeah, thanks, dude. I'm not rich, but my channel is my journey to become rich. Okay, I'm trying to do a body transformation to become strong, and I'm trying to show you how I make money. So this is all just a men's channel. It's all stuff for men that men would be interested in. It's all about self-improvement, just how to make your lives better, how to use money to improve your lives. If you're compassionate, if you're rich, you're a good person. Just becoming rich does not make you good, okay? You got to become rich, but know how to use the money. You got to control the money. Got the sneasel. Love this card. First edition, too. Whenever you're buying Pokemon, you always want to try to go for the first edition because those are the ones that are going to go up the most. All right? This is a good investment. I should put this right here. It's like Jake Paul. Supposedly, Jake Paul insider traded his Pokemon Illustrator card. That means he probably was using friends to bid. That's my guess, is his friends were bidding to jack up the price. That's what I think that they mean by that. Either way, he's probably scamming people any way he humanly possibly can. Jake Paul would kill your grandma for $100,000. He would knock her out for $20. You know, that's Jake Paul for you. So I have no doubt that he was doing insider trading to try to get more money out of his Pokemon card. Logan. Oh yeah, Logan Paul, not Jake Paul. Yeah, Logan. Logan, I guess, is his name. I don't know. You didn't mean that, bruh. I meant if you're a good person, you're on your way to become... Oh, if I'm a good person, I'm on my way to becoming rich. I think that has some truth to it, yes. If you put out good information, you do good things for the universe will reward you, or God will possibly reward you. Okay? Bad example. You're living in a mobile home, eating out of a paper plate and bragging about your Pokemon card, and you're giving advice on how to be rich. That's straight up gambling. No, having a multifaceted, logical approach is very different than gambling. A Roth IRA is not gambling. Gold and silver is not gambling. Crypto, you could say crypto is gambling, but I would still disagree. Okay, I would still disagree. I bet you wouldn't say that in his face. Yeah, he wouldn't. That guy's weak. This guy doesn't have what I got. This guy's a weakling. You see that tricep right there? Shoulder? The rear delt right there? Yeah, that guy wouldn't say that to my face. Guaranteed. If you guys were here, you wouldn't be saying nothing about how I'm going bald. You'd be like, oh, okay. Don't want to go there. This guy's going to kick my ass. Guaranteed. If we met face to face, you wouldn't say I'm bald. You'd probably have something a little bit nicer to say, I think. All right? I spent my last money on some meth, weed, and Pokemon cards. I didn't mean to read that. Sorry, guys. God bless you, bruh. God bless you, too. F the haters. My brother, keep doing your thing. DEA will always be haters. They will always say... Yeah. Because the haters are disappointed with their lives. And the haters do not have the energy, the willpower, to start investing so that they become rich and change their lives, to get what they want. The haters can't do it. I guarantee you, all these haters are just playing video games. They're scrolling on their TikToks. They don't have a plan for life. Their plan is to try to make other people feel bad so that they feel better. Okay? You got to really understand the psychology of a hater. And once you do that, you realize that these are not good people. These are not successful people. These people, the haters, are not destined to become rich. Only people like us, we're destined to become rich because we can keep our focus month after month after month. A lot of people, they'll get focused and they'll say, okay, I'm going to change my life. And then they'll stick to it for like 3 or 4 weeks and then they'll fall off. But on this channel, I teach you how to keep your focus all the time, every day, every week, every month, every year. That's the only way to get rich, is if you really focus on your money day after day after day. Not to the point of obsession, but you definitely got to follow the markets and continue to buy stocks and cryptos and gold and silver. And you gotta continue, keep on keeping on. You gotta just keep adding to the portfolio. Okay? I'm trying to show you how it's done. And then of course we're gonna get haters, yeah, but that's just part of the game, okay? I am playing Diablo 2. 2? Are you kidding me, bro? That was a great game, yes, but it's a lot of the game was amazing, yes. But I played that game like 15, 20 years ago. I think we have Diablo 4 or 5 now. Okay? So this guy is a little bit old school. But yeah, I respect it. That's a good game. I'm not hating. I like you even though balding and small guns. Yeah, you are a hater. Punky. You're a punk. He's a punk. Where can we see the crypto fear and greed index? On Coinbase.com. Okay? Coinbase. I'll show you right now. Coinbase. I'm not going to show the TikTokers because there's not hardly any of them watching. There's TikTok. Say hi to the TikTok. You guys can talk. So, what the frick is this? Oh, no. Yeah, I actually don't want to go on Coinbase. Because that's going to show you my account, probably the account number and everything. I wanted to show you crypto market cap, or coin market cap, COINMARKET. Yeah, it's on coin market cap. Okay, now I'll show you. It's right here. Fear and greed index is 12. And here is some of the cryptos. Here's Bitcoin right there, 67,000. Ethereum, 19. XRP, $1.41. So that's where I go to check out the fear and greed index. And once again, I want to say that when the fear and greed index is low, meaning it's somewhere between 0 and 20, that is the buy signal. Okay? That's the fear signal is actually the buy signal. All right. Honest, you look like a dirty cop that's being investigated by the feds. Javier says, you're trying, bruh. That's what haters do. God choose us, not them. So let them do what they do best. I have been focusing on for 1 year now and counting. This guy, Javier, has been focusing on himself. That's what the haters got to do. The haters are never going to evolve, okay? Unless they come to some kind of a revelation and they somehow get the willpower to say, I'm going to become successful now. I'm going to stop hating on others to make myself feel better. You got to say that. Just haters. If you're a hater, say to yourself, say, I will no longer hate on anyone that is better than me. I will try to become better myself. That's what you have to do. Because that's why you're hating, because you know you're a piece of shit. And you can't do what I do. But guess what? You actually can do it. You can. It's just not easy. Okay? Once you invest your first $100, you're going to see that it's actually easier than you think. Okay? It's easy to save money if you really put your mind to it. New content creation. They added a warlock class the other day, to Diablo 2. How are they still making changes on the Diablo 2 game? That game should be long gone. You know, just like the original Halo, you know. Have you seen a gerbil in your neighborhood recently? No, I didn't see any gerbils. When will silver spot go back up? Probably maybe tonight, but right now it's not doing good. Gold is $49.90, and silver right now is at $78.22. So, I mean, silver is up. Yeah, it's up. He's like, when's it going to go back up? It's up. Silver is $78.32. And he says, when's it going to go up? Okay, well, it's probably going to start to go up soon. All right? I believe that the next move will be higher. But anything's possible, okay? We got to keep an eye on Iran. The conflicts potentially heating up in Iran. If we're going to attack Iran, I don't know. But we have to keep our focus on that. That's going to be leading the precious metals markets. Silver going to go down tomorrow. Maybe, yeah. I think that Friday will probably be bad for silver because they're going to manipulate it. They're going to make it go down. They want silver to look bearish over the weekend. They always do that. They're going to try to hammer it down on Friday probably. So it sucks, but yeah, they're probably going to hammer silver down tomorrow. If they don't, then I would say that we are getting ready for a major breakout. If they cannot hammer silver down tomorrow, then I think we're getting ready to rip. All right, so let's see what happens tomorrow. Really hope silver does good, but don't know. But it'll be back up at 120. Don't even worry about it. Don't sweat it. It'll be back up there. I mean, we had a wonderful correction. Wonderful. And I actually made a lot of profit at the top on the silver ETF. So I'm very happy with this pullback. Okay? Very happy indeed. That's how you got to be. You should be happy that it's down because that's opportunity. I can smell the opportunity in silver right now. Okay? Take a look. See that massive crash? Boom. So I didn't want to buy silver here, but down here, yeah, I like it. Okay? Way too much up here. But I will buy silver here. You can see this massive move right here. And right now, we're right in the middle of it. Boom, right in the middle. And you can see the same thing on gold. You can see the massive move on gold. Boom, we're right back in the middle. See this? We're pretty much right in the middle. That's telling us that the market makers want us to think that we're in no man's land. They want us to think that it's just going to do nothing again. But in reality, it is still having it's in an upward trajectory. You got to look at the overall trajectory, it's called. You know how when you're with rockets, how they have a trajectory? They go at a certain angle. Okay? Take a look at the trajectory on gold. Here's the trajectory, okay? So what happened here? Yeah, we crashed down, but we kept going up. We crashed down, but we keep going up, okay? I think we're going to maintain this. I think we're going to maintain it. See that? So to me, this looks good. It's right in the middle. That means it has a great correction. For me, gold still looks good. And if gold looks good, then silver looks good, okay? Take a look at this one. This is the 5-year, okay? I started telling you to buy gold right back in here. That's where I wanted you to buy it. Now look what it did, okay? So you can see we're still accelerating. This is very bullish, okay? Even after that massive crash, it's still bullish. There's no doubt in my mind that we are still in a bull market on gold, and we will see prices that are going to astound you. We could see gold go to $10,000. And Jim Rickards, he has said that you will be surprised how fast gold goes to 20,000. That's what he says, and he's one of the world's leading experts. He believes gold's going to go to 20,000 just like that. It's going to happen very soon. It could happen in less than 1 year, okay? And if gold goes to 10,000, you know silver is going over 200. Definitely. It's going to overshoot too. All these things, they overshoot. And when they crash, they undershoot. That's what makes the opportunity. Is that the overshooting. Both to the upside, if it overshoots, you can go short. And then on the downside, when you shoot, when the gold goes way down, that's when you go long. Bruh, how did you get into this cryptocurrency thing? It's a soul thing. Well, I don't do it as a soul thing. I do crypto and precious metals. But how did I get into crypto? How did I get into it? It's a long story. The first guy that ever, told me about crypto was many, many years ago. So then I started to look, and then, I didn't really care about crypto for a long time because I thought it was a scam. And the answer to that is yes. Most cryptos are a scam, but a lot of them are not. And we got to find the ones that are not. So that's what my job is to find the best cryptos and then to bring them to you. So what are the best cryptos? Well, I think it's ICP, VChain, HBAR, Chainlink, Pepe, Shiba Inu. There's a lot of good ones, actually. I think there is quite a few good ones. So this gives me a lot of hope for the future in crypto because there's so many good projects right now. How I got into it? I know how I got into it. A couple years ago, my buddy Kobe from KC Trades, he comes on here. He's from KC Trades. That's his channel. He told me about Shiba Inu. And I was like, that sounds good. It's got a burn rate, so that means the supply goes down over time. I said, I want to buy some of this. So I bought some at 509, and then it went up to 4046. So it did a 5x right after I bought it. Like 3 days after I bought it, it did a 5x. And then I'm like, okay, let's get in. So I started buying more cryptos. And that's how I got started. Because my buddy told me about Shiba Inu. So I owe it all to Shiba. Shiba Inu is what got me started on crypto, if you really want to know. All right. Same here. That's what I thought. That's what I thought as well. Yeah, I got into it because my buddy Kobe told me about Shiba a couple years ago. So I should stock up on silver. I would say so. I'm not a financial advisor, but I have silver. And I wanted to say this also, my physical silver is down. When it was up to 120, my kilo bars were worth around $4,000 each. Now they're only worth about $2,600. So it's like, I'm down over 20 grand, but I don't care. I don't give a shit because I'm holding on to my silver for longer. I'm going to be way, way up. Okay? I'm going to be up tens of thousands of dollars. But you just got to hold on to it. You can't bail out. You can't get scared. All right? That's what you got. That's the thing about getting rich is you got to face your fears. Silver's dropping. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit. So what? Let it drop. The more it drops, the more I'm going to buy. I'm telling you guys how to think. This is how you got to think to get rich. The more it drops, the more you buy. Don't get scared, okay? Get it into your head. Do not get scared. Fear is going to keep you poor, okay? You got to learn how to take chances, take a calculated risk. Don't just go all in, but say, I'm going to put in a specific amount of money that I can afford, okay? Is Shiba Inu run over? Well, yes, we just had a good run at the end of 2024, but it's been down for a long time. I think another run on Shiba Inu is coming. So yes, the previous run is done, yeah, and now Shiba is very, very cheap. So I already have a lot of Shiba, so I'm not really buying any more of that right now. Unless we get another drop down, then I'll buy more. The food downing seems like it's tasty. Copper, yeah, I like copper. You guys all know I got copper. You do crypto mostly. No, I do. My largest asset is stocks. Second largest is metal. Third largest, crypto. So I mostly do stocks. But I'm also into the silver, the gold, the platinum. And there's one company I wanted to buy today, but I forgot to buy it. It was the MPVDF. MPVDF. I was going to buy this one. Let's see if it went up today. MPVDF. I hope it didn't go up. Okay, good. It went down. Perfect. So I'm going to be buying this one. I'll just show you. I'm going to buy this one very soon. Okay, guys? Mountain Province Diamonds. It's a diamond company going for 5 cents a share. Check out the chart. Look at this. So you can see it's been down. It's been down before, and it's come back. So I think we could certainly come back up. It's only at 5 cents. This is the most lucrative time to get it, where you get your best risk to reward ratio. It's only 5 cents. You know, if you buy this and it goes down, so what? If you lose a little bit, if you lose a couple $100, so what? You got to learn that you have to take a risk if you want to become rich, okay? You got to be willing to accept a little bit of loss. If you can't accept losing a little bit, you're never going to gain a lot, all right? Just like the Bible says, if you can't be trusted with a little bit of money, or if you can't be trusted with little, you won't be trusted with a lot, you know? Similar. I feel like Platinum's going to do great this year. Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. Platinum's only at $2,000. We were almost up at 3,000. And then it's looking good. It's only $2,000. I love it. I wish Platinum would go back to 900, but I don't think that's ever going to happen again. Never. Never again will Platinum go down to 900. I bought mine at 900 or 960. I got a bunch of Platinum. Yeah, Mountain Province Diamonds. I think it's a garbage company. They're obviously a money-losing company, but it's a manipulated company. So I think there's going to be a good pump. Yeah. When you're looking into a lot of these penny stocks, a lot of these are not good. This is your gambling money, okay? This is that 10%, okay? You want to buy mostly good quality shit, but you can spend a little bit of money on penny stocks for your moonshot, for your Hail Mary. You got to go after that Hail Mary sometimes. You just have to. All right? Tell us your diversification strategy. Give me a super chat first, and I'll tell you how to invest. Yo, gold and silver are going up again. What's going on with this new manipulative strategy? Why pull it down at the first place? Well, because it was getting ahead of, certain people within Trump's cabinet were probably telling Trump, gold's going up too much. The people are going to notice, and they're going to start flocking to gold and silver, and the dollar's going to tank. Trump don't want the dollar to crash yet, okay? So they tanked gold and silver because Trump appointed a hawk on the Fed. So that's really the reason that made him tank. Also, there was manipulation, multiple parties probably involved in crashing the precious metals. They crashed silver from 120 all the way down to like 68 or something. So it's just pure manipulation. They're trying to manage silver. They don't want it to go up too fast because then that's very alarming to a lot of people. And remember, the higher silver goes, the more people are buying it. So if they crashed it back down, that means you're going to see sellers, you're going to see panicking. That's what they want, The insiders want you to sell. They don't want you to get rich. Getting rich is only for the banks. It's not for you. You're supposed to be poor. You can't own silver, not you. We want you poor. You're going to be a slave, okay? I don't accept that. So I'm going to buy as much silver as I can get. He says he loves the channel. Thank you. Oh, yeah. We did a good workout today. I did shoulders, a little bit of chest, and I did biceps and triceps. I went real heavy on the triceps today. Very happy about today's workout. I think I did 30 pounds. I did 30 pounds for 10 reps. I'm very happy with that. So remember, guys, if you really want me to read your comment, please leave a super chat because we're trying to make money. It's getting late. It's already 10:22, and we're not making enough money. So give a super chat, and I will guarantee to read your comment. Javier, I'll read yours anyways because I like you. I can't believe this. I have you for more than an hour, and that's the longest day I've ever watched any live, and I've also subscribed. Yeah, Javier, I can't thank you enough for being here, for becoming part of the channel, and livening it up a little bit with some new friendly faces, okay? Some friendly investors. We always welcome people that want to improve their lives, okay? this is all about, this is just self-improvement, really. What is becoming rich? It's a way to improve yourself, okay? But it's not all about getting rich. You also got to become healthy. What is my number one health supplement? It's called Perfect Food from Garden of Life. Very good stuff. It's got wheatgrass, barley grass, juice, so many healthy things in here. It's got organic apple, organic beet, organic alfalfa grass, flax meal, quinoa, there's freaking everything in here. Probiotics, enzymes, it's got everything, okay? From Garden of Life. So you got to think, because if you have all the money in the world, but you're not healthy, then you're not going to live very long to enjoy that money, to share the time with your kids and with your grandkids, okay? So the one thing that you could say is more important than money is first God, but your health. Your health, I think God's number one, your health is number two, and money is number three. But on this channel, we focus mostly on the money and on the health. But we don't stray away from talking about God, okay? I don't stray away from that. I'm definitely up for a debate anytime you want to debate, all right? I can't believe this. Yeah, Javier, you're a cool dude. I like the way you talk, bro. I really like the way you talk. Penny stocks can't be verified because they're not regulated. You might be buying lies. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. But those are the ones that are pumped up. Stuff that they can't regulate, they can also manipulate higher. Okay? They're not under the same rules. They operate by their own rules. So they can have insider buying, insider trading. They can penny stock companies can actually pay the market makers to help them boost it up, and then the market makers are going to make money for the banks. Okay, these guys are doing straight up illegal shit with these penny stocks, but we can get in on it. And guess what? If they're illegally pumping a stock using wash trading or whatever, all these illegal strategies, it's not illegal for us to buy that stock and let them manipulate it for us. So that's how you get rich. You got to find something that they're about to manipulate higher. Silver was one. I told you to buy silver. Silver will be manipulated higher. That's what I said. And now it's being manipulated lower, okay? But they're going to pump it up. Don't worry. Don't worry. Silver is going to go. It's going to go very, very high. He says, you eat ass if you never had money. That's not even a question. This guy knows some stuff. Thank you, bro. I know a lot of shit, and my stock account is growing. I've spent years trying to gain knowledge, reading books, learning from people. I met my mentor. He taught me about stock options, and he taught me a lot about the manipulation. So I spent years. I used to go to the library. Back in 2021, I used to go to the library, and I used to take out books on finance, personal finance. Every week, I would read more books. Okay, I had a job where I just sat down all day, and I would check people's temperature for COVID to see if they were sick. So when I got to sit down, I would just read. So I could actually read about finance at work. And that's how I got started, that's how I got back on track, is by diving into the books. Okay? Books are one of the most valuable things. Books are our most valuable tool. These are written by people that are smarter than me. Okay? You want to surround yourself with people that are smarter than you, so that you can level up quick and get to your friend's level. Get to your friend's level of knowledge, wisdom. So surround yourself with people that seek knowledge, not people that frown upon knowledge, okay? A lot of people just frown upon learning new things because it upsets their ecosystem, That's what it is. People are scared to accept the world for what it is because it's going to upset their own ecosystem. I say you got to face it. These stocks are manipulated. So I say let's get in on it too. Just like the Fast and the Furious. Whatever you're in on, I want in on it too. I want to get in on these stocks, And then we got Hector's running 3 Honda Civics with spoon engines. He says, if you do a money dance, I'll give you some jewels. Of course, this... I can't say that word, but he says, because of course this N... He's a real N, real, and he knows what he's talking about. You should know the real from the fake. And I read books as well. Shit. Jinx, my bruh. Jinx. Dude, you just said jinx. You know about Jinx? I think Jinx is a Pokemon, but it's actually also in League of Legends. That's Jinx. Jinx? That's Jinx right there. She shoots like a rocket and then like a little gun. And then she throws these things that if you step on it, they'll like blow up on your feet. So, I want to get into online gaming too, but I just haven't figured it out how to do it yet. Please don't ignore my comments. If you give a super chat, I won't ignore it. Take calcium right here. But yeah. Fucking real gangsters take vitamins, bro. If you're a real G, then you care about your body and money. All right? For sure, for sure. And Pokemon. Real G's collect Pokemon cards. That's where the money's at, right? How can you disagree? Pokemon cards have been going up. So I want in on it too. So I'm going to start stacking Pokemon cards. I want to get rich too. All right? Yeah, you could say I'm a little bit late maybe, but in the next 20 years, Pokemon cards could still go up a lot more. So, real gangsters buy XRP. I like that. I don't really like XRP, but I like that. I've already owned XRP. I've bought it and sold it. So, right now I don't have any XRP. I was waiting for it to go down a little bit more. My girlfriend just caught me getting high on her birth control again. What do you eat for breakfast and lunch? Oh, that's a great question. It says XRP to the moon. For breakfast and lunch, you know, the best thing that I like to have is eggs or sausages and a vegetable. So I like to have low sugar for breakfast, but sometimes I will have a fruit drink, you know, as long as it's real fruit. And it depends. Am I going to work out or not? If I'm going to work out, I'm going to eat some carbs. I'm going to have some bread, some eggs, some jam on the bread, some peanut butter on the bread, you know, so yeah, the best thing for breakfast is usually you want to start off with the day with some protein. You don't want to wake up and just have a whole bunch of sugar. That's what people do is that they wake up and then they have a energy drink with 50 grams of sugar. That's going to suppress your immune system, okay? Yes, I know energy drinks are addictive. I'm addicted to them. But guess what? I didn't get one today, okay? Even if you are addicted to energy drinks, you can still say, no, I'm going to cut back. All right? How do I collect Pokemon if I don't know how to play Pokemon? You don't know how to play. If you don't know how to play, you can still collect them, yeah. I think Pokemon took off so fast, though, because it was a game that you could also play. And it was simpler than Magic the Gathering. It's very simple. Magic is a little bit more complex. But even with Pokemon, there's a lot of weird rules and stuff that even I don't know. I cook. I always cook. I cook for myself usually twice a day. I usually will make eggs and a vegetable with olive oil. And then, or I'll make sausages, or I'll make a burger, or I'll make a chicken. I don't really do fish, because it's more expensive, and I'm trying to get rich. So I don't really buy fish. I try to just buy the proteins that are cheap. Eggs are the cheapest. If you really want to get rich, just eat eggs and rice and green beans, you know, and some other vegetables. You got to find the foods that can